Okay, let's do a walkthrough. I just get up and I drink my jasmine green tea, and then I do a celebrity's Birthchart, which is Zoey Luna from the Craft Legacy, thank you, and all those sorts of things. Okay, her sun is in Leo, the lion, in the 8th house, and her Mercury is in Cancer and the 8th house. Her Jupiter is in Leo. This is a psychic indicator that it's in the 8th house. Her 8th house of death, sex, and transformation is Cancer, so she might die at home or something, and she might have something, a heart problem, because the sun is in there, and death of like egos and stuff, and like transformation through it. And then like there's Mercury there, so her lungs might be involved or something. And I think Cancers rule the breast. Of course they do. And so that's 8th house. But the psychic indicator is Jupiter going to 8th house. Jupiter Leo with luck with unearned attention, or just like earned attention, expression, you know, lucky with expressing or being herself, being all that she can be. Her moon is in Gemini, which means they have chitter chatter in their head, and they could be funny one minute and then the next. You're just not stunning anymore. You're just snapped at somebody, personality that you don't think the same way they do in a feeling sort of way, because it's a mental feeling thing, a moon in Gemini. And it's two-faced from the inside, the inner being, the mind, and the emotions. The mom is kind of a two-faced then, just spoiled you, keep you at home, but then they're two-faced. And then the 4th house that she has of the mother's environment that she has been given is Pisces. So she might have been taken care of by different people, all walks of life, and that her mother showed her unconditional love, but was delusional, rather do minorly substances than take responsibility for her or something. And maybe she was put in foster care, maybe she was adopted. 3rd house in Aquarius, which means her siblings would be her friend or egotistical maniacs. And her 3rd house is her hands, the air hands. And her Mercury is how you think, communicates. And Cancer, she would put a voice to an emotion. Cancers are kind of slow, and they don't talk very much because they don't even have a throat, because they're like crabs. And but this one, being in Mercury, it activates it to where you talk a lot more than a sun in Cancer would. And then she is Sagittarius Rising, which is like the face and how you are approached right away, and what you give them, like happy-go-lucky, a good traveler with directions, and lucky with surviving, and lucky with like free things that she just needs and wants. She points at and wants and gives, and she just survive with, even things. Well, it's like that. And her 7th house is in Gemini. Her moon is in the 7th house Gemini, and that means that she's going to attract people just like her mother, and she's going to attract a bunch of liars, and she might secretly shadow self lead. The 7th house is shadow self, ruled by Libra, the balance scales. Secretly she could be a liar, but also telling her own truth. Rising signs, Sagittarius, you know, preaching about through adventures, and creates wisdom. Her 10th house is imperfect. Virgo, like Kim Kardashian's got midheaven Virgo, but she's the Libra, and she's also Sagittarius rising, I suppose. Kim Kardashian, whatever. But my dog's 10th house is in Virgo too, like Rose McGowan, and the scene in the public's eye should be perfect, charming, and serving to others, and relationship with animals, and relationship day-to-day routines, and with herbs and stuff, and medicine, and being a caring person for others, serving for others people in the 10th house. Her Saturn's in Scorpio, life lessons, debt, and transformation. There's transformation in the inheritance from father, if anything, could, if through the death of it. Might. In the 11th house, which is ruled by Aquarius, but 11th house is in Libra. Relationships, be pointing out relationships to be given to her, and opportunities to get married and been taken away from her. And then Saturn it is in the 11th house of friendships and social media stuff, so it gives you opportunities to be the changer up in that, and beautiful friends, and be a beautiful friend. And her Venus is in Cancer, which means she spoils her partner, she clings to the past relationship, she's like, can't unmom you. She and it's in the 7th house of other people. So she sees other people like this and sees them different as them. Be like, ew, I'm nothing like that. Like, and then her Uranus is in Aries, the unusual self, identity that I am, in the 6th house of everyday, unusual day. Every day can't hold down a day routine because it's always changing up and being different, and it can't sit still. And it's cool. It's its own unusual leader of its own tribe of things. Rebellion to be universally, like, higher-mindedly self. Okay, Neptune and Pisces in the 3rd house of how you write and communicate. Your 2nd house is ruled by Taurus. It's the left side of your face where you want to be people to take pictures of you. If you want to take a portrait, you would show them your left side. Her left side is in Capricorn, Sirius, rotational eye, beautiful coat. And then the right eye is the emotional side, the insecurity side. Her 12th house is in Scorpio. The house is secrets and sex, death, and transformation, and occult knowledge. Eye on the right side. And then her North Node is in Libra. She's meant to come down here to gain a relationship with others and have a relationship, like, be beautiful and then an object, which she's already learned how to be herself and survive and be on her own and her own leader and be the leader of the pack and ahead of, winning. It's South and not Aries, being repulsive and getting things where she wants. It's now or never. She's used to doing that. And this in Scorpio, where she just keeps it hidden, her secret partners that she likes, she has for herself, and other people can guess who she's going out with, but she'll never tell. And it's just for her, like a Willow and Tarot relationship. Have something of your own. And her Ceres is the thing that people come to her for healing. Her Ceres is in Libra. She heals people through making them feel like they're not alone and that they're beautiful, and that she helps them balance themselves. This is the thing that they come to her for. They want her to be their arm candy. They want to show her off as their partner, the relational person, and a marriage person. They look good in front of a beautiful person, and to protect them from attackers, she would make the environment calmer and, like, sophisticatedly, like, you're not going to do that unacceptable behavior in front of me, are you? No. They would be a little feared to do that in front of us. Fake, classy, hypocritical, beautiful Libra, placement, Ceres in Libra, everybody's arm candy. And then she's a model, like, beautiful, like, Chiron in Pisces is how she heals herself. Her spirit is an unwounding healing thing. Her feet. I don't know what her Chiron house is in, but apparently her sextiles, trines, and squares and lines all up in the chart are all over the place. The above the chart is everything that you're showing to everybody. People can see that right away. And on the right side is destined to happen, like the moon and the mother. Everyone sees it, and it's destined to happen on the right side if you're looking at, facing it. And that's all destined to happen. It's fate for her, and her luck is fate too, and it's seen by other people. Jupiter and a Leo, the expression and creative ways. Everyone sees that. And the left side is what she creates her own. She creates her own challenges. Her Saturn and Scorpio transformation. She creates her own, and that it's not destined to happen. It just is. She gets into her own creation of challenges and her lessons. On the bottom is things that are private, no one really does see. And that's like her, you know, Pisces, Aries, and Aquarius, and Capricorn, and Sagittarius, and Taurus placements. You know, no one sees her struggles of, but it's fate, how she gets financially security, but no one sees how, how she comforts herself when she eats and stuff or whatever, I guess. But it's on the right side of fate. And gain, or financial security gain, and stuff like that. Like, okay, this might be boring, but I'm just looking at it and roasting whatever I can. And like, Palace in Virgo, which is her creative day-to-day routines, things, the shit that you don't fucking see behind the scenes on a daily basis, that no one gets credit for. And service to other people, she finds creativity in doing service to other people. And being an angel, girl, and Juno and Gemini is a public speaking place where she wants to use her hands and be in a marriage two-faced, where she expresses herself diligently, mentally, and schizophrenically. Someone who she can stand two faces of, like the mental self of other person that she would act in, like a Gemini in a marriage relationship. Her Pluto is in the second house of comfort and possessions and financial security, secrets. Pluto in Capricorn, her reputation, and socks, and maybe their 10th house, which is Virgo. Her North Node is 10th house. She's meant to have a career. She's meant to be in the eye. She's meant to be on the stage. This is her North Node, Libra, in the 10th house. She's meant to show beauty on the stage, to be an inanimate object anyways, and be perfect, and be in a relationship, and wants to show that and to others that she's in a relationship. Her Mars is in Libra. She will be proud of her beauty, and she won't like confrontation, but she'll complain about the confrontation or person behind their back and all this stuff. And like, she wants to treat someone like they're going on a date, and that they're like in some type of love, and it's not just like one night stand, quickie kind of expression. It's like or aggression. It's like showing them that they're not alone, and they want to meet the needs of each other during talks, and being mad or whatever, hypocritical and mad, and embarrassed and bashful is the Libra thing. Okay, the ninth house of philosophy. She wants somebody to have sex with in a foreign land or something. And her philosophy is the 8th house. When she goes to sleep, she becomes the lion that you don't mess with me, bitch. Everyone, when she's asleep, she's like Sleeping Beauty. People don't touch her. Protection aura of lion, narcissist light. But when she wakes up, she's everyone's true friend and mental and ready to learn and want to tell everyone what she knows, because she knows things. And her intuition, when she wakes up, waking up as a friend and for other people, and I'm ready to be hands-on to help other people, like, you know, be the entrepreneur of a outcast, weirdo, futuristic person, higher self when she wakes up, when she goes to sleep, as grooming her Leo, Marsha, ego, 1001 Russian or whatever, to wake up to be this true friend and higher self's greatness. Okay. Her fortune is in Scorpio, to transforming others, occult knowledge helps her gain some fortune. I don't know, her Lilith is in Leo. This is the side of the demon that people don't want to see. People don't want to see her become egosystemanic in the 8th house of darkness and despair, and Cancer at home or whatever, where she rebels to be this and be proud of it, and has to rebel against others that they don't want to see this expression, but she does it anyways and becomes proud of it, is Leo. So people walk around on eggshells around her, and they're all revolving around her, and maybe she doesn't know it whatsoever in this darkness and chaos and other people's money kind of thing, and mother transformation and family, and but that is the 8th house, death. Lilith, fight to live, fight for her transformation, death, or tension. She earns through this expression that people don't want to see, but she does it anyways. Anyway, I guess. Like, fuck you, Adam. Cut out your own ribcage and please yourself, because I'm not going to do anymore. I'm an independent Leo, philosopher, and before I go to bed, because her 8th, Jupiter is in the philosophy of Leo, so that's how that is. And in the 8th house of psychic medium abilities, by putting effort into it, you get to be the psychic medium like me, bitch. We both got psychic medium. Jupiter in the 8th house. Yes. Squeeze me. Okay, that's that. I'm off to force the feelings. So, toodles. I don't know. I could have done better. Should have, would have. Well, that was it. Pluto and Capricorn. When she works really hard, when she isolates herself, she works really hard. And disciplines and stuff. I don't know. In her career. Yay. In the 2nd house of Capricorn. 10th house Virgo. Everyday routine stuff. Well, that's groovy. That's the story of, that's the goalie of love. I guess I'm done with that. Toodles.